weren't talking about the Jets. That's y'all bitch ass quarterback. No.
Yeah, shots fired. Somebody get the sniper out of here.
Like there aren't that many. Prime example, there aren't that many overly physical running backs anymore either.
All right, look, we're gonna get back into this when we come back. Give us a call at 410-702-5657 and tell us who do you got winning the Super Bowl, or you can send that Snapchat to TC at TC on the air and let him know, because he just blow up his phone. This is Weird Radio on BigExposedRadio.com.
Don't you burn up my phone.
And we'll be right back.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Mike.
About to go win. Eric, what's up?
Yeah. I do what rappers do before they about to start rapping. Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BigExposedRadio.com. I'm your host, Krystal Renee. I want to thank you guys for tuning in another week. It is 74 degrees here in Baltimore today. It's a beautiful day out here. Nobody has on a jacket besides me and Miles.
Hey,
Miles on the back
I'm
of
out
my
of
chair.
T-shirt, arms ready.
It's still kind of pneumonia weather, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got sick one time doing this once before, so hopefully it won't be as cold tonight as it was then.
Right.
Everyone, this is a special edition of the Krystal Renee Radio Show. It's going to be a special month, basically. For the month of April, it's all special edition shows. Last week, I had two amazingly talented young girls on the show. One by the name of Krystal Evans. She's a YouTuber. She's an artist. You better turn that down, sir. Like, you tried it just now. Did you not know you was going to be on air?
No. I mean, I did, but Jazz, I didn't know she
I'm
was
messing
gonna
with
call me.
you. I'm just messing with you. But
My
shout out
heart kind of skipped a beat.
Shout out to Krystal Evans. She's like I said, she's a YouTuber. She's an artist. She's a dancer. Very talented kid. She's also the daughter of one of the co-hosts here on Be Exposed Radio. CQ. I call him CQ. I don't know how to pronounce his real name.
I
I'm
mean,
that bad.
that's all I got from what you called it last time.
It was
Siku. I didn't.
He actually told me I can call him that. So CQ,
okay.
his daughter Krystal was here. Very talented young lady. That's his daughter. They came for my children's edition. Deja from Deja Delights came. Young lady, about 17 years old. She's a culinary artist. She bakes cookies and cupcakes and yummy things. And she brought us a sample last week, and me and Phoenix tore it up. It was not a crumb left. So I'm looking forward to those girls coming back on. Like I said, April is my special edition month. So today, ladies and gentlemen, is a special edition show called Great Men Doing Great Things. I decided to basically invite a couple guys that I think is doing great things for the community, in my own personal opinion. I have sitting in front of me an author from DC.
Yeah.
He goes by the name of BM Cousins, but I call him Slim, and you can call him Slim also.
Everybody else call me Slim.
Yes. So he's here. I have sitting to the right of me. If you watch this show, if you watch any show on Be Exposed Radio, we all know this face, Mr. Baltimore himself. That's what I kind of low-key call him, Mr. Baltimore. Tyree Miles is in the building with me also. No problem. I also have the creator, the owner of Cashland Clothing Company coming in by the name of John Cashland. He's supposed to be coming in soon. And I have a radio DJ, I believe, by the name of DJ Twiz. He's coming in also. These guys spread nothing but positivity throughout the community. I like things like that. So today is my Great Men show. Low key, I kind of was thinking about my dad when I decided to do this show. I've talked about my dad before. He wasn't really around to, raise me or anything. I came back in contact with my dad when I was about 25, 26 years old. And we built the bond from there. I let a lot of things go. When your parents ain't around, you get some, not hatred for them, but you feel some type of way towards them because they wasn't around to raise you all that went out the window when I met him. I had a good maybe 3-4 years with him. Nice little relationship that we built, nice little bond. And then he had a massive stroke a couple months ago, and it took his speech away from him. Like, it really did damage to his brain. So he could say maybe about 40% of speech. Everything else you can't understand. But I dedicate this show to him because the time that I did have with him, he taught me a whole lot of stuff about myself, about how to boost my confidence, my self-esteem, everything. Like, he finally showed me how it feels to be loved by a great man. So that was the whole purpose of this show today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still waiting for more guests to come in the building. And call us up at 410-702-5657. Daddy, I love you. When I about to go visit you, then I'll play this show back. Hopefully this will put a smile on his face. Right?
I believe it will.
Miles, you're dad, right?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, Miles clan.
Got 6 of them.
Oh.
7, maybe.
Oh man.
6 in a
Well,
possible.
I got the good old 0.
You don't have any kids
man.
yet? Oh, no, not yet?
Nah,
Well,
not yet.
you're still young.
Save
Yeah,
your money.
you know.
How old are you?
27.
Oh, yeah, I got you about 12 years. Man. So you got plenty of time.
Oh yeah, I got
You got
plenty
plenty
of
of
time.
time. I remember them days, 27.
What was you doing when you was 27, Miles?
Working on Calvin Middle School. Actually.
Yeah. Guess who was one of the students at Calvin Middle School when he was working there?
Oh, you?
Me!
Oh wow.
I was.
That's
I
what's
see him
up.
all the time in the hallway, like, go to class, young girl. Like, all right, I'm going to
Yeah,
your home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
home monitor there.
that was
What?
him.
But I maintained a lot of relationships through my years.
Yeah.
A lot of them are doing great things, such as Miss Krystal Renee.
Thank you
That's
so
what's
much.
up.
That meant a lot to me. Him
Always.
and a teacher named Mr. Clark.
Shout out Marco Clark.
Yes, Marco Clark, him, and a couple other teachers from my middle school, Calvin Middle School, when I was going, really was a big impact on us. So when I found out he had his radio show and he was doing so many great things, I'm like, you know, because there's so many different paths we can take.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
life will take us on. So
Everybody has a different life. Everybody has a different avenue. So
speak a little closer to the mic for a minute.
everybody has a different life. Everybody has a different avenue. So you just hope and pray down the line that you and those other people, whatever y'all doing in life, it just comes back together in a positive way. You know, so it's good. Like think about it, who would have thought that the person that was telling you what to do in middle school, you sitting here interviewing him on your radio show. Like,
Years later.
That's crazy,
years
right?
later, that's crazy. That's life.
I'm not gonna say my age. It was long enough.
Yeah,
It was long enough.
long time.
It was long
Okay.
enough. It was long enough. I'm gonna try a little something new. I'm not really a sports girl, but I have my son with me because it's spring break and he's like a
Right.
sports fanatic. But in sports, basketball, the Raptors and the Knicks. The Raptors won 110 to 97.
Knicks up.
Yeah, Knicks, yeah.
The Cavaliers versus the Hawks. There was an overtime game. The Hawks took it 125 to 126.
Boy, LeBron had his hat real low at the post game.
Yeah, man. They
It's like
came back from
26 down.
26 down. That's crazy.
That's wild.
LeBron plays for the Hawks.
Plays for the
For the
Cavaliers.
Cavaliers.
See, I'm so not a sports girl. I don't even know why I even brought sports up because I'm trying to do something. I don't know.
It's okay because you got two guys here that
Who plays for the Hawks
know about
then?
sports.
A bunch of
Paul
nobody.
Millsap. He's probably the only really.
Dwight
and
Howard.
Dwight Howard, he's a nobody now. So
Wow, I thought he was a somebody at one point. Like I used to
At one
always hear.
point.
at
Dwight
one point he
Howard.
was. At one point he was, but you know, every situation ain't the right situation for a player.
Yeah.
Okay.
His stock just been dropping.
Yeah.
Oh. And the Thunder versus the Nuggets. The Thunder took it at 1.
MVP Russell
Hands
Westbrook,
down.
man.
So
Yeah.
which team does Russell plays for?
For the Thunder.
The Thunder.
42 triple doubles.
Triple double.
Got 2 more games left in the season.
You know what a triple double is?
I don't know what none of that is. I'm sorry.
Well, when you
what is
average
a triple double?
double
what is
numbers,
that about?
when you average double numbers in 3 categories, that's a triple double.
Is that a good thing?
Great thing.
Very good thing.
Okay. And that's what Russell Westbrook did.
42 times.
42 times, and the season not even over yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got 2 more games left.
2 more games.
Okay, real fast. I want to give a shout out to Mastermind of Be Exposed Radio. Had a show this past weekend at the Vanity Room, I believe,
Okay.
where he performed. I caught a little snip of that on somebody's Facebook Live. A couple family members from the station, I call them family members from the station, went to support. We are really big on support here at Be Exposed Radio, so shout out to everyone who went to go see him. Naomi from Be Inspired, she actually interviewed him there at the event, and I believe Nate, my producer, was also there also. Not sure, but shout out to Mastermind. He did an awesome job. Children Suffering in Silence is a children's show that we have here on Be Exposed Radio, and Pretty good show. I checked it out a couple times. It's about, we
I
have
was
like
gonna
a
check
panel
that
of
out one
children.
Sunday. It's on Sundays, right?
Yeah, yes, it's on Sundays. It's a pretty dope show, so shout out to them. I watched it, was pretty good. Like I said, I already introduced my guest for today. I'm doing them again. We're gonna jump right into this.
Let's get a second confirmation.
Jump into the interview real fast. I'm
coming, Jazz.
Somebody's downstairs.
Yeah, I want to go get them, but we on the air, so I'm not going.
Somebody downstairs, please.
Oh, at the door.
We got doorman.
You at the door.
Yeah. BM Cousins from DC. We're gonna jump into your interview right about now.
Oh, damn.
Can you let my viewers know who are you? Where did you come from? Why are you here? What do you want?
Okay. I'm originally from Washington D.C. I moved from D.C. after my 11th grade year in high school, so about 17ish.
Okay.
I moved to Raleigh,
You
North
finished
Carolina.
high school?
Yeah, I did. Got a long story about that, but I'm not gonna get
That's
into
cool.
that. But I moved to Raleigh. Went to a couple high schools in Raleigh and Durham. Finally settled down in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Graduated high school while in Charlotte, and I went to college in Columbia, South Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
and lived most of my adult years between Charlotte and South Carolina.
How was it moving from state to state? Because like I told you before we came on the show, I actually lived in Providence, Rhode Island for like 3 weeks.
See, like it was crazy because moving from D.C. to the South, that's a whole culture shock because in D.C. you so used to everything being close together and everything's in walking distance and you got corner stores and liquor stores on the corners. You go into Charlotte, you need a car. Like, you know
can't
how
just get up and walk. And
you can't get up and
ginger
get up
ale.
and go to the corner store or go to carry out.
It's like a couple miles.
Yeah, at least a mile, no less than a mile.
How would you compare Baltimore to DC in your own opinion?
To me personally, living both places, it's about the same. But Baltimore is probably a little bit more violent.
Okay.
I don't say that as a good thing, you know what I mean? But
I mean, it's not.
violence is probably the only thing that differences Baltimore and DC. That's it. Everything else is pretty much the
since
same.
you've been in Baltimore,
and the club life actually.
so which one is better as far as the club? Life?
DC is better.
I know-
don't even say that
I
as
agree.
being from
He
DC,
agrees,
but
Miles
yeah,
agrees.
you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm a bouncer at a club on the weekends in Fells Point.
Okay.
So it's like these people ask me after the club, and like, what else is there to do in Baltimore? Horseshoe.
Okay.
Or you can go a little bit further, go to Merlin Live, or you go a little bit further and go to MGM. But you go to MGM, you in DC, so you might as well stay.
Right. Is there anything you like about Baltimore so far since you've been here?
I like the way that the young generation, like the young black people around my age, are really starting to come together. Because like when I first got here, it was just straight violence. Like, it's the first thing you heard about Baltimore. I came here about 2014, and the first thing that happened was the riots. Like that, you know what I mean? So.
Right.
Not seeing that, not being introduced to that from being in DC or Charlotte or Columbia, it was kind of like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on?
Right.
Why are these people rioting?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how I became who I am now. So
Right.
it was more of a like, damn, why? You know what I mean? And then you look at the history of Baltimore, you're like, oh, well, this has been going on for a little bit longer than I've been here.
Well, it's not really the history of Baltimore, because Baltimore has a lot of good things about it.
Yeah,
also.
most definitely.
You know,
Most definitely. It's just the violence is the only thing
that's in the spotlight.
that's in the
basically.
spotlight. Everything else in Baltimore is to me is good.
Yeah.
It's just the violence is the only thing that's bad that's in the spotlight more.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
when people hear Baltimore, they don't hear about the young children here. They don't hear about the inner harbor. They may hear about the inner harbor because that's the only thing Baltimore really has to offer.
It seems
in the
like
limelight.
to me the only time we hear about our youth is either when they've been killed or they've killed someone or if they've robbed us. It's always
they robbed
something
us. It's
negative.
always something negative.
But just like my show last week proved, there's a lot of positive
Lot of
kids
positive.
in the city that's doing
Lot of
amazing
positive.
things. So
Lot
I
of
guess
positive.
it is what it is. If I had a shot of liquor, we would have took the shot. Because I just said it is what it
Yeah, you
is.
gotta do that.
I should have did that.
See, that was a perfect moment
like
right
that.
there.
Yeah, right. You see how that plays? Okay. All right, so
But-
BM Cousins, we're going to shoot into your interview really fast. What inspires you to start writing?
I've always had a passion for writing. From taking AP English classes to high school, I've always had a passion for writing, and it was like, but life started to happen, so I had lost my way as far as the writing goes. So I had to pick it back up in the only way I knew how, which was just to distance myself from everybody and get focused. And
Right.
that's what happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
I handled my life situations, you know what I'm saying, as far as I could, as hard as I could, so that I can make space for me to complete the first book. So, like, this book, it comes from a lot You know what I mean? I went through a lot to even try to finish this book.
This book is very emotional.
Yeah.
It seems like, because the main character name is Loveless,
Yeah.
and he's a poet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Loveless is a poet, so
Yeah.
basically you do poetry also.
Yes.
Which
so,
one do you like more better, writing stories or your poetry?
I like writing poetry more because of the quick, hard hitting. You can get to it. Like a poem doesn't have to be that long. You know, a poem could be a couple lines, but those couple lines could be so powerful they can understand where you're coming from. A story, you would have to put the beginning, middle, and end together.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
in poetry, you can just put some words together
Okay.
and have a meaning.
Okay. Loveless, like I said, he's very emotional because he was in a relationship with a character named Whitney.
Yeah.
Proof that I read the book. I read the whole thing front to back.
Hey, I appreciate that. I
He
definitely
has
appreciate
a
that.
lover named Whitney, but you broke her heart. Well, Loveless broke her heart.
Yeah,
And he
I
hasn't
did.
actually gotten over the breakup himself.
No.
And unfortunately, Whitney becomes terminally ill and she passes on.
Yeah.
So, with all that being said, have you ever been in like a very heartbreaking situation? Like, where does that passion for Whitney come from? Is that based on a true story?
Well, the story of Whitney is fictional, but it comes from a very real past, though. You know what I mean? I may be only 27, but I've been to that point where I loved the person, and because that person wasn't showing me the love back, I kind of just fluttered my own way.
Do you think people
You know
can
what I
actually
mean?
be in love in their 20s? I have a certain thing with. I
mean, no.
I don't
no,
really think-
not really. I mean, now the person I am now, I would say no to that.
Yeah.
The person I was then, I would say yeah to
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Hold
Because
that
I was
thought for
younger.
me. Hold that thought for me real fast. I gotta go to my first quick commercial break. Still waiting on Phoenix and a couple other people to get here for my Great Men Doing Great Things special edition show of the Krystal Renee radio show here on BeExposedRadio.com. Everyone stay tuned. Thanks for watching. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Sensual Aromas, where you get 100% all-natural health care products. From herbal treatments for skin conditions and internal cleansing for the body, Sensual Aromas has what you're looking for. There are $25 natural cleansers, $15 natural body detoxes. There's also a special going on now. For $12, you can get 5 lip balms, and for $8, you can get 2 of our whipped scented shea butters. For coupons on our services, go to breakthetradition.com. For more products and information, go to sensualaromas.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley Matthews. With each individual sale, there will be a donation made to fighting cancer naturally. Research without radiation. Let's break away from the old tradition.
If you missed last week's show of Weird Radio on BeExposedRadio.com, check out this flashback.
Because he's a family man.
Yeah, because we got somebody who wants to eat every day.
Absolutely.
More
gotta
than
feed
once.
the kid, man.
Every day, more than one time.
Gotta keep the kid fed.
More than one time. He needs to be fed at least twice.
But I'm joined
He gets
by
a
Big
little
Mama
cranky
Alma.
if you don't. Have you met me? Yeah, he has no filter. So it's like it is really funny when I posted this the other day that I did not ever want to know this much about myself. Your children are you and whoever else you have made a child with, and then all of the people that are in that bloodline. So my son has so much, because he comes from a long line of extremely intense individuals. Not necessarily dramatic, but I will, because some of them were just grumpy and mean, so I can't say dramatic, but intense, I think, covers that whole spectrum, like some seriously intense, hardcore people. So he's so much, man. If he's hungry, you can always tell, because he'll be, what's wrong with you? Are you hungry? Okay, why didn't you just say that? Why did you try to hit me? That wasn't...
That would drive me crazy. Yo, use your words, bro. Use your damn words.
You can say that all day. When that switch flips, you are no longer talking to a human being. You are talking to an emotional animal.
That's why I don't want kids though. So I know my side of the family. I know me and my side of the family. So whatever female I decide to mate with, if they batshit crazy,
it's just gonna
be a little demon child.
That's how he talks.
Yeah. So.
But they're fun.
Nah,
like he's a hater. I'll say that. My son is a hater. If you're having a really good time, he gonna figure out how to shit on it. Absolutely.
Now we got.
But hey, Easy, go away. Why is that how you just woke up? Like what?
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? He had no idea just how many. I can't believe it. This one looks good. Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner? See what the internet can help you do at everyone.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Fun time. In real life questions.
Oh, I gotta turn this down.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Krystal Renee. I'm in the studio with my guest, a part of my Great Men Doing Great Things panel, Mr. B.M. Cousins, aka Slim.
Yep.
B.M. Cousins is his surname, like he said. That's his professional name, his author name. But friends and family and everyone calls him Slim.
Slim.
Cause you're how tall?
I'm 6'8", if anybody wanted to know. I kind of confronted the other day when I saw another dude that was about my height in the club. He came and stood next to me and I was looking down. I was like, good. 6'8".
Did you ever consider, typical question, you ever consider playing basketball?
I did, but I was a bit of a
shot right. Is that what that was?
I was a badass in college. So I was out playing ball one day and messed my knees up.
Yeah.
And shot my whole thing to shit.
Oh, okay.
You know, so because I was too lazy to do the rehab. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to play ball, but I was too lazy to do the rehab. Mm-hmm. So it was just like, I might as well just go get my education and rock off with that.
And I'm also in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, with the one and only, I call him Mr. Baltimore myself, but Tyree Miles, the host of It Is What It Is Radio, the creator, the founder of Republic of Great Men fashion line, and
King Porter.
King Porter, of course.
Rest in peace to my brother, right. King Porter.
Yes. Yep. I think if it's okay with you, we're going to talk a little bit more. Is that okay about your brother?
That's fine.
Not right now, though.
That's fine. Ask me. Feel free to ask me whatever you want to ask me.
I don't know. I'm open book.
I don't
know. Y'all know it's whatever.
It's whatever.
It is what it is.
Oh,
right?
that'd have been another shot.
See, that could have been another shot.
And I did that on purpose.
Somebody go do it. Make a ball
somebody
run.
go make a ball run. I'm trying to do like this drinking game that every time somebody say it is what it is, we're going to take a shot.
That on purpose.
That's because, like I said, Tyree Miles is a radio personality here. His show is titled "It Is What It Is." That's the name of his radio show.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So
hopefully I can get on It Is What It Is.
I got you.
We're going to take a pause real fast from the interview about Loveless the Poet, which is your brand new book, your first book.
Yeah.
And we're going to do some in real life questions.
Okay.
So this is my men only panel. Missing a few men, but it's fine. I got two good ones here, two great ones here. Mm-hmm. So my first question is, what makes you feel sexy? What makes you guys feel sexy?
Well, you want to go
Like,
first?
if you get, like,
I mean, for me, clothes don't really matter. Clothes don't really matter to me. It's more of what's on my body. So I use cocoa butter. I use a certain type of body wash so that my skin is always smelling good. And
so basically, when you step out that shower, that's when you.
I'm like,
that's when you. Get, I'm sexy. I'm slim. I'm everything.
You know?
Okay.
So no, but seriously, whenever those intimate situations come about, you always, as a man, when those intimate situations come about, you always want to smell good.
Okay, so basically, smelling good makes you feel sexy.
Yeah.
Miles, what about you? What makes you feel sexy?
Just come from within with me. I just wake up with it.
Oh.
I mean, I
understand that.
I don't have
I do, too.
self-esteem problems, but I've always been one to try to dress nice, smell good.
Yeah, I
So-
can't get
Yeah, because the wardrobe gonna be there because you already know that you want to dress nice. You feel me? Like
On my bummer's day, I put
Yeah,
whatever and dare somebody to say something. 'Cause if I want
tank
to
top
put
and
it
some
on, I put it
sweatpants
on.
with some dirty socks. I'm still fly.
What is the one thing that you cannot leave home without? What
My
is
wallet.
the one thing that you cannot leave home without?
My wallet.
Your wallet.
My phone.
Your phone.
See, I've been without a phone. You know what I'm saying, for months at a time. So I know what it feel like to be without my phone. I'm fine with that. But I need to have my identification. I need to have my money.
Right.
Because I can't do nothing without either. So as long as I got that, I'm good.
What if you ain't got no money in your wallet though? You still gonna take it?
You got your IDs. Hey, Baltimore is a crazy city. You can get pulled over for anything, any reason.
John Doe's.
Yeah, you know.
I get
So
you, but Miles said his phone. Why? Because the girls.
Nah. I'm pushing 40 years old, so
they don't even matter no more.
Yeah, it don't matter. I done been there, done that. But I've got spoiled with this. Everything is in my phone, even a copy of my license.
Oh,
PayPal, my
Yeah.
phone.
Right.
So
I understand.
now I've been places where I've lost my wallet. I went crazy. But if I got my phone there, it's cool.
Like,
I
all
can
right,
make that
good.
call to borrow some money or something.
What is the one thing that you guys wish women understood about men? What is the one thing you wish us women would just get? Because some things we don't get about
Let me,
y'all because y'all
let
do
me-
crazy stuff. So what's the one thing you wish we understood about you guys?
I mean, for me, it's more of personal time. Like, if you understand as a man that I need some time to myself and I can't always be surrounded by you all the time.
So you don't like clinginess?
Yeah,
like a
that's
clingy-
that's one thing I don't really like, because I need my own time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just want to hit a blunt or chill by myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to always be constantly around you because then I'm gonna get tired of you.
But it's like
You
at
know
the
what I mean?
same time, like, oh, I got 30 seconds already. I'm about to go to another commercial
Rolling.
break. Yeah, I about to go to another commercial break. We'll be right back with more in real life questions here on the Krystal Renee Radio Show because I got a lot of more juicy stuff I want to know. So
Getting
stay
juicy.
tuned. We'll
Don't
be right
get
back
dry.
after this commercial break.
Right. Can you hear yourself?
Hey now, this is your girl Tracy from Gangsta Goddess Radio. If you missed us on Monday from 7 to 8, catch this flashback. Gangsta Goddess Radio, BeExposedRadio.com.
And I think about people like definitely Ellen stands out to me because she is a woman who decided to take a stand and say, hey, I'm gay. She did it on national television, and it changed the course of her career. And at first, it did not seem like it was for the better because she was actually chastised and she was not celebrated, and many people left her. So I appreciate the fact that she was able to go back in the lab and come back out. Now, I will say that the standards are different for my car.
Yeah, this the man that holds it down. Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm in a relationship. My girl happens to be long distance. So with that being said,
I beat my thing like it owes me money. Sorry.
Because I asked that because so many people are not comfortable.
Here's my thing. It's mine.
That's right.
And you need to know yourself before you can have somebody please. If you can't tell nobody how to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself.
That's right.
You know
So-
what you
That's all
like.
about.
You know what you like. You know the stroke, all that. So you're right. And I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's your body. Yeah, I'm over here struggling with the ear.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you
we
today.
see
I'm
it.
glad it's you
Yeah.
today, brother.
Oh, this thing gonna drop. It's gonna drop about at least like 5 times.
I'm over there struggling.
So ED, do you have
Yes.
a problem with masturbating?
No, I don't. I don't masturbate often because I have a fear of going blind. So, yes, when
Going
I
blind?
found yes,
You could go blind from
yes. I've read about it. Is that true?
No.
It's not true.
It's not.
Okay.
Because I was going to say I should have been blind a long time ago.
Let me drop some knowledge on you real quick.
I was just playing.
But
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? He had no idea just how many. I can't believe it. This one looks good. Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner? See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You back on? Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm also joined in the studio with Jazz, the CEO. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, it's supposed to be a men-only panel, but what the hell is my show? I can change it up if I want to, right?
Yeah, it's your show. Why not?
We're going to jump back into in real life questions. I think I left off at what is the one thing you wish women understood more about men?
Right. And I had said time.
Right. You don't like clingy girls.
Yeah.
You just need your space.
Because I know you want your time, and you got to know I want mine.
But I think like trust comes in to the picture.
Yeah, I mean,
to be honest with you, like if I'm with you and I'm like, what you doing, and you don't text back till like 4 hours later, I don't want no I needed me time story. Like, no, what are you doing you can't reply back to me?
That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. My thing is time and trust. Time and trust go hand in hand. So it's like, all right, I need about an hour or two to just, take a breather, to take a mental rest. I don't want to talk.
Right.
Now, if it goes past 3, 4, 5 hours and you've been texting them and they not responding back, well, that's something different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they hit you back 2 hours, all right, baby, I'm good. I just needed to chill. What's up? What we about to do?
Right. Miles, what about you? What's the one thing you wish women understood most about men?
That we have a soft side too.
Do y'all really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never really seen.
That's why time come into play.
We have a soft side, and also, you gotta give us our me time. Like that man cave, we need that time apart. Yeah. Another thing, do not ever mess with a man's game.
Yeah, like the video game.
Don't touch it.
If you ever touch my controller while I'm playing 2K, we're gonna scrap.
Which is another question. Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox One for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Xbox One.
Xbox One.
Yeah.
What about you?
Somebody was like PlayStation.
Somebody was PS4. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Jazz, the CEO, ain't got time. She ain't got time for it.
She don't play video games.
Tell live vision.
That's what we do.
Popeyes or KFC? Just cause I'm fat and I wanna know why.
Popeyes. The biscuits are the shit. I'm sorry.
You put some honey on them. A bomb. What about you, Miles? Popeyes or KFC?
Popeyes, biscuits, KFC, chicken.
Yeah,
right?
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yeah. Football or basketball? Ew. You tried it. You tried it. Popeyes be too crunchy sometimes, right? And then it be, Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Let's move on. That's just a fat person.
KFC's like batter or flour, whatever you use. Good.
I know, it just be real good, right?
It's finger licking good.
Exactly.
Football guy or basketball guy or none?
I play basketball, so I'm more of a basketball guy. But I love college football. I don't know why.
You're not really interested in the NFL?
Pro football, yeah, it's there. You know what I mean? You watch it because it's on Sunday, but the excitement comes from the college games because they got something to play for.
Somebody else told me that before too. Right, Jazz. What about you? Football or basketball?
I like football.
Football. Ravens.
Yeah, I don't hate my answer, but
Bills.
She a Redskins
You better not say
fan.
Steelers.
No,
Steelers.
Okay.
I'm from Buffalo, so I roll with my Buffalo Bills.
With the Bills.
They lose. That's just the hometown right there.
All right,
And I like
all
the
right.
Ravens. I like the Ravens.
Okay. All right. How is it in Buffalo?
It's hot finally today.
Okay.
It's snowing the other day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. Miles, what about you? Football or basketball?
Well, I played both, but I'm more of a basketball fanatic.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan fiend. So,
Next question, guys. What's a perfect day for you? How would you like? What's the perfect day in your life? Anybody can. just
perfect
tell
day.
me.
Hearing no bad news. Me
Right.
kicking it with my kids, seeing my loved ones, and picking up some money at the end of the day.
All right.
Good vibes all day. Let me make money periodically throughout the day. Let me just get good vibes. Let me
Yeah.
hit a blunt before I go to sleep.
You and them blunts. You and them blunts.
Hey, that calms your nerves.
Yeah, it does. What about
Just
you,
saying.
Jazz? What's a perfect day for you?
If I could sit at home, butterball nothing, and not have to leave my house to do nothing, and just hear my PayPal go ding, ding.
Ding.
But I ain't gotta
Okay.
leave or get dressed.
Okay.
Maybe socks, depending on the weather.
Maybe socks.
Yeah, other than
Maybe
that.
socks.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Everybody, this is my Great Men Doing Great Things edition of the Krystal Renee Radio Show. So my next question panel is, who is the great man in your life and why? Did you have a great man in your life who taught you some things or showed you some things? Who's the great man in your life and why?
Well, for me, the situation was I was adopted at the age of 7. Never knew my father. And to be real honest, the men that I had in my life throughout the years, I didn't really learn anything from them. I more so observed other men that were surrounded around me that were doing other great things, and I just picked apart, what could tailor to me, and that's how I became who I am. I don't say that to shun anybody or anything like that, but just for me, I didn't learn anything. So it just took for me to observe and react.
Observe the negative things that they was doing and knowing that you shouldn't be doing it either.
Right, observe the negative and make sure that I don't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just be the total opposite of what they were doing. Whatever they were doing negatively,
Right.
I wasn't doing.
You saw all these things from the age of 7?
From the age of 7 up until now.
Okay.
So that's how I've really kind of patterned my life on my own decisions.
Right.
Because I haven't really had nobody like right here that can be like, no, don't do that, this, that, and the third. But my
Right.
mom, you know what I'm
okay.
saying? But I didn't have no male figure, you know,
Right.
so she can only teach me but so much.
Right.
I had to get a male perspective on something.
Right. You didn't have anyone in any schools that you went to, like a teacher
No.
or a gym coach?
I mean, I
Gym
mean,
teacher.
if anybody, it'd be my high school basketball coach from when I was in D.C. He was the closest thing that I had to a male figure because I was around him, in high school. So, the style and things like that, I picked apart a little bit, but that was it. I didn't have nothing after that for real. So it was just like I had to look at my mom for manly advice, and I was just like, nah, I can't do that.
Right.
So yeah, I got an older brother.
Right.
He didn't really teach me too much, so I always had to resort to my own ways.
Yeah.
So you make bad choices, you make decisions, you learn from them, and you keep it moving.
Right. I like it. I can dig it. That's what's up. Miles, what about you? Any great men or a great man that
Yeah.
inspired you?
Great man inspired me. His name is Andre Miles. That's my father.
All right.
And the thing is with him, I moved with my father, 6th grade. I started middle school with him. And growing up, he used to be cheap. Like, me and, my brother Dre tell you, he used to go to Marshalls. We used to have, they had slick shoes, but he used to go to Marshalls to get our shoes and shit like that. My mother, on the other hand, to go all out.
Yeah.
But, he set the precedent early. Son, you need to make your bed every morning.
Yeah.
You got chores. You want to go up your grandmother's house on that Friday? Make sure the house is vacuumed. Make sure, dishes are done. So he set the precedent early and basically helping, me become who I am today. And
He kind of helped you be more responsible.
oh yeah, early. And it was like when I was young, I'm like, damn, why is he so petty?
Oh.
But as I got older, and I
see.
got my kids, and
Right.
I'm teaching them how to do chores,
Right.
and also my father used to always say, "Earn your keep.
Mm.
You don't get nothing for free."
That's true.
Now by me having
Very
a
true.
lot of kids, they asking, you got to earn. You better cut some grass, wash your car.
I need that lawn cut, trash taken out.
So I thank my father basically for instilling that in me early.
Right.
Also, 2 cousins, well 3 cousins, Benny, Jimmy, and Fat Man.
Okay.
Reason for them, that's where I learned to fight. Like they used to beat me up for no reason, just to toughen me up.
Yeah.
We ain't had bullies back when I was younger.
Right.
Like if I was bullied, if I couldn't handle it, I'd go get them.
Right.
I ain't calling the police, but
Right.
they played a intricate part in my life also.
Okay.
My younger brothers too, Andre, Jamel, Tavon, my sister.
If I was to ask the same question to your oldest son, what do you think his response would be? Like if he was to, well, not the same question, but if I was to ask him, what is the most important thing your father has taught you? What do you think his response would be?
Possibly to be a man, I'm thinking. Or if I would say either to be a man and, besides being a man, teach them responsibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What's the last movie y'all saw?
Man.
I went to go see Kong Skull Island the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It was alright because the other day I went to go see Logan and I went to go see Get Out. You know, after like a month it's been out, I finally went to go see it.
Mm-hmm.
So all 3 movies was pretty good.
Yeah. Miles, what's the last movie you saw?
Don't laugh at me, but
Boss
before I tell y'all the movie, it has a concept. It goes along with the show. The last show I saw was Fences. And Denzel Washington reminded me of my father so much.
Okay.
Did you see Fences?
No, I want to.
Check it out.
You saw it, Jazz?
You saw it? Damn.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
First
it
Denzel
yet.
movie I missed.
That's
I
a
haven't
good.
seen it.
It was
That's
very
a,
different from any other movie he did. But
Was it
that's
like-
because he wrote it?
Because he wrote it?
Yeah.
Did you get the message?
Yeah, I got it. I know people like that, but
Did you like the movie?
yeah, it was okay.
See, with me, I put myself in Denzel Washington's son's shoes. Like,
Okay.
he told him, like he was like, "Dad, why you don't like me?
I saw that.
Oh yeah, now I
My
saw
job
that.
is not to like you.
Right.
Long as you got lights on, you eating,
Right.
you're presentable.
Right.
That's my job.
Right. It was a
I
really
had
good-
that firsthand,
Yeah.
so I'm like, dang.
See, you
Yeah.
lived that.
Yeah, I lived it.
Some people might not
Yeah,
be strong
some people
enough
didn't
to
live
deal
that
with
life.
somebody like that.
True.
You know,
Because-
that was some tough love, but that's probably because, like he said, like he might not have nobody that showed him how to actually love your kids. You can like him,
Right.
You don't have to
Right.
act like you can't like him because the lights on. Like it was
Right.
extra
Right.
to me. But
Everybody didn't have
He
that
was
strict
extra.
See, I
parent.
felt it. I'm telling you.
But if if you lived that, that's what you felt. If you,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, because everybody didn't have that strict parent. You know what I mean? Everybody didn't have that parent as in say, I don't have to like you. I love you.
Would you rather have a strict parent or a parent who holds your hand all the time? How do you think you'll...
Me personally, I'm
what
like
kind of adult would you turn
lukewarm
into?
with that because I've seen like some of my friends that have strict parents. When they grow up, they wild out, or you
Because
have,
they was rebellious.
You know what
They
I'm
couldn't
saying?
get what they... Right.
And then you have the kids that has the loose parents that grow up to be millionaires because they had that freedom
To be
already.
Exactly.
Exactly.
See, what a lot of parents need to understand is that children have different personalities.
Right.
You can have 3 kids and they can all have different personalities. You know what I'm saying?
Your kid's
But-
not always going.
Right.
You know what
At
I'm
the end of
saying?
the day, you gotta let your kids be themselves.
Right.
Let them be
Too
themselves.
many parents to try to make their kids into what they weren't or what they were.
Yeah.
I see that all the
See, in the
time.
movie,
You know what
he
I
was
mean?
trying to make him
And then-
quit football
Yeah.
because he was in sports.
'Cause he was
but
right.
It didn't work out for him.
Right.
Right.
So now
Right.
because it didn't work out for him in
Right.
1915,
Right.
he didn't work out.
Right, though.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Parents
but
do both. They either live through you or they stop you from doing your dreams because their dream didn't work out.
Right.
right,
Yeah.
that's true.
Which
Like you
sucks.
said, everybody got different personalities.
By me
Yeah.
mentoring, I see that all the time.
Yeah.
You might got a
Speak-
athlete
right.
that want to coach their sons and it's crazy.
Right. What's like... Was there ever like a story that a child has come to you, Miles, because you're a mentor, that really just broke your heart? Just you had to do something for this child.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna put it out
Again,
there,
no-
but
no names,
yeah,
no names.
I've had a couple stories. I've had a kid that I was mentoring that witnessed his sister get molested by his father.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of that, a lot of abuse.
Yeah.
Basically, you know, this generation, they're looking for somebody to identify with.
Right.
And me being in the position that I was in, I was that person because I lived it. I grew up, basically fending for myself, I would say, to a certain point.
Yeah.
So I identify with a lot of kids. But I do hear a lot of stories. I've had a story where one of my mentees was he was having sex with his teacher.
Oh, man. Getting it in. But you know what?
Grade.
Sixth grade.
When I was in Charlotte, I had volunteered at a crisis shelter for young black kids, white kids, whatever, that I were going through family abuse. And I had a couple kids that were actually fist fighting their parents because they wouldn't let them go outside. You know what I'm saying? And then that goes back to my point of having strict parents.
Right.
You're going to create that rebellion. You know what I mean? You're going to create that rebel. You may think, oh, me being strict is the best thing for them. But in reality, it's the best thing for you, not the child.
Right.
But because you want to make your job as a parent easier, okay, you're going to stay inside, so I don't have to worry about you while you outside.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now, when that kid turns 18, 19, they're going to be wanting to go out and do whatever because they couldn't experience when they was younger.
So, when you guys, because you guys are both mentors, and Jazz, you deal with the youth also. That's kind of how I met Jazz. Jazz was doing an event at my daughter's middle school, which is Calverton Middle School, which was also my middle school, which was also the school that he worked at. So see how that came about. So yeah,
Taught you for real.
But right, it's crazy, right? What do you guys think is the answer when you come across a child who you can't do nothing with them? Like they're stubborn, they're just out of control.
Right.
What do you think is the answer? You know?
Well, for me, it's different because I don't have children personally, you know, but a lot of people that I know have children. So it's like I see it a lot. I see how different parents deal with their child differently. If one person deals with their child with chastising when they having a temper tantrum, it may be another parent that just may say go to timeout.
Do you think we need more extracurricular activities?
Yes.
Because the one thing that I can commend
Music needs to get back in schools. Period.
Music, like
point
the arts,
blank.
basically, right?
The arts. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now the kids have nothing to look forward to.
Right.
It's just schoolwork.
Right.
Sports.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't play sports, and everybody don't like school. So you need to give them something to bring them to school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What you think? Like, what's your answer to that?
Can I answer both questions?
Mm-hmm.
With the first, you said something about a child not being able to be, what's the word I'm looking for? A child not being able to be, basically, you can't connect with them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think that's not true. I don't care who you are, every child or peer has ways to be able to be contacted with. You just have to find out how to make. One thing, a person may be a hardhead. Find out what his interests are.
Right.
He might like music. If he likes music, talk to him about music.
Right.
If he likes sports, you got to find out what these kids are interested in.
Exactly.
Nobody else wants to know.
Right.
Their mother home doing whatever.
Do whatever.
Sunday dinner has turned into the Sunday day party.
Right.
So they're looking to do something.
Right.
So if you can identify, you got to take a step back to their level and see what they can identify.
Exactly,
and
because
then
the
go from
streets,
there.
because if you don't give a kid something to do, when they go outside, all they're going to see is the streets. So they're going to gravitate to the streets because they're not offered nothing else.
Great advice coming from two great mentors and also two great men. Everyone, this is the Krystal Renee Radio Show. I got to go to another quick commercial break. Great men doing great things, ladies and gentlemen. Call us up, 410-702-5657. Stay tuned. We will be back.
What's up, Isaac?
Sensual Aromas, where you get 100% all-natural health care products. From herbal treatments for skin conditions and internal cleansing for the body, Sensual Aromas has what you're looking for. There are $25 natural cleansers, $15 natural body detoxes. There's also a special going on now. For $12, you can get 5 lip balms, and for $8, you can get 2 of our whipped scented shea butters. For coupons on our services, go to breakthetradition.com. For more products and information, go to sensualaromas.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley Matthews. With each individual sale, there will be a donation made to fighting cancer naturally. Research without radiation. Let's break away from the old traditions.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream as white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Everyone, welcome back to the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm your host, Krystal Renee. I'm also being joined by my really funny co-host, Phoenix. Thanks for coming. No, I'm not mad.
Hey, Miss Phoenix.
You ain't even on the microphone. Yeah.
I don't need a mic. They told me stop putting things in my mouth.
Oh, okay. I'm also in the studio.
Nate told you
that?
Oh, boy.
Nate said put your tongue in your mouth.
What's about to happen now?
I'm also once again being joined by BM Cousins, a.k.a. Slim,
Yep.
author. Tyree Miles is to the right of me.
Yes.
DJ Twiz, thank you very much. This is my first time actually meeting you in real life.
Really?
I see you on Instagram all the time, but I never really met you.
Well, I popped a Twiz cherry. That's what's up.
Oh.
You popped Is that what it's called?
That's what's up.
Pineapples.
I can't even remember how I met Twiz. I probably cussed them out.
Well, this is the special edition of the Krystal Renee Radio Show. It's called Great Men Doing Great Things. I see a lot of things that you guys do in the community, and I think that's a wonderful thing, guys. Twiz, Slim, and Tyree.
Ain't doing nothing.
Phoenix, I want to ask you one of my real life questions real fast. Is the same questions I ask these guys, but the show is called Great Men Doing Great Things. Who is a great man in your life?
A great man in my life. Well,
yeah.
Local, public. I mean, doesn't
Just
matter.
somebody personal. Like, did somebody inspire you or motivate you to do anything? Say something nice to you, or just whatever? Just a great man.
He said something. It wasn't nice.
Cool. This is
Oh, boy.
I'm just messing with y'all.
Miss Phoenix already getting started.
I stay started.
Okay, all right.
But no, I actually have a couple of great men in my life right now. I've got oh my God, for starters, my man Rick Clark. He does artist management. He doesn't manage me, but he's a great guy. You know what I mean? He gives me tips. He gives me pointers. He gives me advice.
Right.
I got my man Paparazzi, who I do radio with. He keeps me inspired. He keeps me going. He keeps me pushed. I got my man Mike Nice, who I do radio with. He keeps me inspired. Keeps me pushed. I got my man E Supreme. He, definitely keeps me pushed. Y'all gotta check out Chief Loud. I mean, it's not just about smoking and recreational use. It's about, the medical agenda. It's about, really getting it out there because people need to know. But he, marketing guru.
Okay.
I'm surrounded, by great men. If I had to say that, if I had to look at them cardinally, north, south, east, west, I can say that each of them actually inspire me in some way. They hold me up.
Okay.
Definitely keep me encouraged. My man Twiz. I've been rocking with Twiz since. I can't say day one, but
real fast. I have a telephone call. Hey, Carla, you're on with the Krystal Renee Show.
Hello.
Hey, Carla, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Can
Fine.
you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Good. Thanks for accepting my call.
No problem.
I wanted to call and first say thanks to the brothers, thanks to you, sister, for having a show like this to share with the community. And I really appreciate the brothers being here speaking out and representing for fathers and men. We need them to stand up and to lead our community, to help our women and our children. I just have one question for the brothers. I'm a single mother for 18-year-old boy, a 11-year-old son, and a 4-year-old girl, and an 8-month daughter. So 2 girls and 2 boys. And my question is, one of the things that I'm struggling with as a parent, as a single parent, is the middle child and having different fathers.
Yeah, that's me all the way.
Yeah, and that is a major struggle for myself, being a single mother who puts and invests a lot of time into her children, extracurricular. Every child is in extracurricular activities, but there are different family backgrounds and different support systems and so forth and so on, different financial situations. And I struggle with that. So I want to know what kind of advice or, what I mean, it's a lot to handle all at one time, but I want to know what kind of advice would you offer a mother, raising these children to address the needs. And like you all said earlier, that each child has a different personality.
Yes, they do, yes.
So where my firstborn, where it was just me and him, and, he had it the hardest.
Right.
But he's been, his path and direction where he is, academic, GPA 4.0, athlete, academic and books and everything like that.
Right.
But I have a 11-year-old son who has a father who doesn't, with a different background.
Yeah.
And so in his situation, his support is not the same.
That was a nice way of saying something else.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
exactly.
kept it real
and I figured you
professional.
guys would get it. Yeah, and so with him, he looked up to his older brother, and he saw what all of the family support, the attention and recognition and, everything that was given to his older brother, and he expects that from me. Just real quick before I finish, the difference is the oldest, the firstborn, his son, his father lives in Australia, was never here and still is not here. The 11-year-old son, his father lives here and he's here. He just doesn't do the things that's needed or what you guys are doing and what what's needed for a son and for me to get the support. So that gap is filled for him.
Right.
And so the pressure is put on me from my son because he saw me do it for my older son and he expects everything to be the same for him.
Right. So,
if you guys understand. Okay.
Right. So Carla, but just basically in a nutshell, like what exactly is the question you want to ask the panel?
The question is, what kind of advice do you offer when you're trying to address the needs of your kids when they come from different backgrounds, being different fathers?
Okay, Miles.
And different family support.
Miles is going to answer that.
I would say first find out his interests, first and foremost. See what he's interested in. And also reassure him, that the same love that you have for all your siblings is there with him. But get him engaged in something. What does he like to do?
Oh, he's in basketball, too.
He's in basketball. Okay.
Yeah, he's in basketball.
You can also follow there's a few mentoring programs.
He
I
has
will
that.
definitely give you my number. And I can direct you to a few of those programs. But I would say just stay engaged with them.
Mm-hmm.
Stay engaged with them. Keep them busy.
Okay.
One thing I would say is when you have kids, at a young age, and they do have different academic standards and things like that they would like to do curriculum-wise, is that we tend to show favoritism, believe it or not, unconsciously, to children who do better in school. So what happens is when you can't, because you have some, I want not in an insulting way, but because you have that many children, I can imagine that you may be swaying more attention to one child or another, depending on how good they're doing in school and they seeing their awards, so they begin to resent that other child.
Right.
So I think what you need to do is find some type of common ground. If you can't be at his games, find a family member, find a friend that goes to that can attend those games when you can't. find some type of way where even if that
Right.
child knows you're not physically there, you can be there in some type of capacity.
Right. Thanks for that, Twiz, and thanks for that, Miles. Thanks, caller, for calling in. I really appreciate
Yes,
you
and I
calling
thank
in.
you all. I appreciate you guys for taking my call, and you will be hearing more from me. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
All right, blessings to you all.
All right.
All right. Everyone, I got to go to another quick commercial break. This is Great Men Doing Great Things. Thanks, caller, for calling in. If you have something to say, call us up at 410-702-5657 to Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. We'll be back.
Yep.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit Fanify.com.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? He had no idea just how many. I can't believe it. This one looks good. Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner? See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange radio show.
So you're your biggest asset.
Mm-hmm.
You have to practice self-care. Every entrepreneur has to practice self-care. You have to release yourself from toxic situations.
Explain to us real quick, what is a toxic situation?
A toxic situation is something that will control your mind, something that hurts you, something that you have to battle. Toxic, hurt. If you're in a toxic situation, if you get hurt, if you get pain, if you get struggle, right? And if your spirit does not align correctly, that may be a toxic situation. So when I say you make that jump when your values don't align, you make decisions based on your values. And if those decisions don't align with your values, then that's when you say no.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Join the club that gives you stuff. Hey, thanks! Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Krystal Renee Radio Show. It is 6 o'clock, so ladies and gentlemen, our panel discussion, our panel hour has begun. Panel discussion of the day is always a serious question, but it's the same question I asked two amazing young ladies last week on the show. And the question today for you guys is, how can we, in your opinion, get rid of racism, or is that even possible? Can we get rid of racism? How can we get rid of racism? Real fast, I came across this question because I saw an interview that Morgan Freeman did with 60 Minutes, and they asked him the same question, and his response basically was, The way to get rid of racism is to not mention it at all. You're not a white man. I'm not a black man. I'm a man. You're a man. If you stop mentioning it, if you stop talking about it, it'll go away. That's what Morgan Freeman says. What's your opinion, Twiz?
I don't agree with that at all.
Wait a minute. I'm going to let Twiz answer real fast.
Okay.
Was Twiz even introduced?
Yeah. Was he? Well, introduce him.
Go ahead. Hi.
You want to give me an intro? Before
Yes,
I
I want to give you an intro because I need everybody to understand.
I don't have no theme music.
No, you don't need theme music.
Oh, okay.
I am your theme music.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the panel. Welcome to the Krystal Renee radio show. Being exposed once more. My man, nigga, who's guaranteed to get a little bigger. Yup. We got a real introduction coming. No, DJ extraordinaire, award-winning DJ, graphic design artist, great man, great person, big brother, great supporter in everything that he is. He supports everything and everybody. He is definitely the biz. Y'all give it up for DJ Twiz.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get no
He got the
introduction
moves.
Like that. That's good. I like
He
that.
got the
Gonna get a
moves.
baby tonight.
Oh, okay. But
to touch on that, he comes from such a passive background.
Okay.
And I think asking people who are over the ages of 40 or 50 years old is probably the wrong people to ask.
You sure?
The only reason why I'm saying that,
the right people to ask.
well, this is the only reason why we're saying it now, because more is becoming more publicized.
Mm-hmm.
When a lot of stuff that the racism we were going through was behind closed doors, we really didn't know. So now we're in an age now, they don't know too, they're not tech savvy. They don't know too much about social media, so they don't know the outskirts of it.
What's the difference between racism then and racism today?
Now
visibility.
Well, the business I'm of the younger version of the generation.
Mm-hmm.
Slavery back then was more direct, face first. Now racism is more passive, but it's still aggressive because you're doing it on social media. You may not be talking about a certain person to their face, but you're talking to a wide variety of people in a very saturated website. Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. You putting these racial slurs on these websites. No, I'm not saying it to your face, but I'm including you to that group of people that I'm talking about. So not only does it affect the individual, but it affects the entire group of people.
Twiz is,
Right.
Twiz is saying that Morgan Freeman really couldn't talk about that because it's
Because
different from it, right?
if, for instance, like, you don't know, well, because I'm a DJ, I go looking for new music and things like that, and you'd be surprised the stuff that be put as far as racial content on a music video.
Yeah.
Just a simple song, and it just extends, and because people who are older in that older generation, they don't know the outskirts of it. They only know from the broader strokes of what's going on as far as that. They don't know that even if by us being quiet, it's still being brought to us inadvertently.
I don't know, Twiz. Like, honestly, I think that they already, basically, it's nothing new underneath the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I think they already seen it. I think us, because when we learned about Black history, it was, everything is different now because of Malcolm X, because of Martin Luther King. So maybe we was under the impression that, oh, it's gone, it's finished now, because now we can, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think the school books tell everything that needs to be known about Black history.
School books have never told us.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They tell you the surface information that they want you to know, but because they do that, they hinder kids from doing their own research because they believe what's in the books. They believe what's in the books. So if the books are updated, they believe what's in the updated books.
You're not going to get updated books. And let me say this.
That's
we
true.
went from slavery to enslavement.
Right.
Okay. And when I say that, I mean that the system is meant to enslave us, okay? Slavery was a system. Slavery was a system of checks and balances.
Yes.
We bring them in, but we do not let them out. Okay? Now we are enslaved to a point where if you look at the penal system, it's the easiest thing to get into and the hardest thing to get out of. For our women, social services and programs like that, the easiest thing to get into, the hardest thing to get
Because
out
we
of.
become kind of
So when we
dependent
talk
on it.
about eradicating racism, social media is a huge part of it now. Okay? But when we talk about the eradication of racism, we're talking about eons, generations, years and years to come. We're talking about millennia.
Right.
And you won't be able to eradicate racism, certainly not by mentioning it, because cliche, and we all know, actions speak louder than words.
Right.
Just because you're quiet doesn't mean that you are silent. So when the actions have to speak because the words are not being said, don't you think it's only going to make it worse?
Right, exactly.
So with
exactly.
I understand that.
Not only that, but I know if they come out with a damn slave movie and they want Mike Morgan Freeman to be a lead, he will take that.
He will take that
Right.
shit.
Slavery and racism ain't going nowhere, man.
So you don't think it's possible that it'll stop?
No.
At the end of the day,
we are too busy hating on ourselves.
I was getting ready to say,
y'all talking about the white man. What about the black man?
We
The
all
black
racist
man,
in our own right.
And even in Baltimore, we live in a crab city where one person don't want to see another person do better than them. And that's the same race.
And that's the only thing I have against Baltimore.
See, you say you have that against Baltimore,
Yeah.
but here's what you got to remember. If you move somewhere else,
Right.
you're going to have that against somebody else somewhere else.
Yeah, and I understand
you're
that.
going to come up against another problem.
Yeah, and I
You
understand
know,
that.
It's very much like, and I always use New Orleans as an example, probably because I did a lot of drinking there and I love it. But after 3 days, I looked around and I'm like, where's the working class? And I had a certain level of hate and I was feeling some kind of way towards them and I had to think about it. Every bar that I went to, I was served. Every place where I went to eat, I was served. So the working class was there. It's just that the culture is more inviting for tourists than it is for the people who actually live there.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about, racism amongst ourselves, we look at things and we see things, but we don't actually like intellectualize and break things down and say, oh, you know what? When I rode the metro there, somebody had to drive that. So the working class was there. I just wasn't privy to that because this was a new environment for me.
Right.
So, you got to take a lot into consideration when we're talking about racism.
Yeah, because I face racism personally, like face to face. I came out of college. I got a marketing job doing door to door in the South. They don't like black people down there because I would come face to face with these people who would have Confederate flags in their front yard, and being my job, I would have to walk up to these people's doors where they would call me nigga through the window, or they will open the door and call me nigga through their screen door. So when Morgan Freeman says that,
What exactly hurt you? Like, was it the point that
it was the point that it's 2015 and you still calling me a nigga.
But
like,
what do you say to us calling each other niggas? How is it
Like,
racism when we call each other niggas
it's not right.
today, every day? I usually don't say that word on this show, but we gonna
Right.
do it today.
Okay.
I can tell me, what's up? What's up, my nigga? But
Right.
if Billy down the street say, what's up, my nigga?
Yeah.
It's racist. That right there, I need clarity.
yeah, and we was actually talking about this the other day, me and a colleague of mine, and it's not right in either way. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though that we just need, as a whole, broad
Not
out.
only do we do it, we kind of put that picture in our children's head that it's okay. I done heard 8-year-olds call each other's niggas.
Yeah,
all day.
But how can you look down on that when that's a product? That's a product of our environment. We were all grown up. What's up, man? Actually, nigga was our first cuss word if you really think about it.
That. Yeah. Somebody taught you the word nigga.
True, but it's all from being a product of the environment.
Coming out saying nigga.
No, say it again.
We're a product. It's a product of our environment. If we grew up in the same area and we got our own language, we're gonna like around where we grew up. We got our own little language. If you keep hearing it repetitiously every day, you're gonna adapt to it.
But knowing the origin of the word and how many people was called niggas and really was affected by that, while we still in 2017.
I mean, it goes back to what he said. We were all embedded with that word.
That's like yo.
But
and I hate to sound like this, but that's like knowing the origin of weaves and women still wear them. It's a catch-22.
Origin of Botox.
Right.
People still do it.
You know the origin of Botox. You know the origin of injections. You know the origin. Back in the day, there were women who were getting their breasts cut off. Now everybody want to get their breasts added on. You know the origin.
Right.
But yet you still do it. You know the origin of the chicken nuggets at McDonald's. Yet you still
eat it.
Right. You know, so it doesn't matter what you know, it's what you apply. And if you're not willing to apply it for yourself, you certainly can't ask anybody else to do it. Now, do I agree with us calling each other niggas, to be quite honest? It doesn't make a difference to me because I know that when I say it, I don't have any negative connotation.
Right, you're not
derogatory.
Right.
It come off as a friendly remark.
Yeah, it's a greeting.
Yeah. Right. When Bernie Mac said you can use the word MF 7 different ways, 7 different times, and it's not 7 different meanings. Right. You can use the word nigga 7 different times, 7 different ways.
But my question, panel,
but
and I understand that 100%, Phoenix. I honestly do. But my question, panel, is why is it such an offensive word when a white person calls us a nigga?
Because you have to think about the history of between black and between black versus white. Okay, I could walk up to Miss Phoenix on a day and be like, "Hey, how you doing? What's up, man?" But if I see John come around the corner and he just trying to dab me, I was like, "What's up, Nick?" Then we gonna have a problem.
Why?
To be honest, we been better to it. It's a color thing.
First of all, let me say
I hate to put it like that, but it's a color thing.
The reason we probably get offended when other people do it is because I don't know what you've been taught. And we have a way ourselves of, when somebody being sarcastic.
Exactly.
You know when somebody's being facetious, but you don't know what that other person has been taught. I could have very well taught my child to say, "What's up, nigga?" and not make it sound sarcastic. Hey, listen, and Dave Chappelle in all of his glory, and them shows right now is real funny. But let me say, Dave Chappelle in everything that he did, one of the best skits he ever did on the Dave Chappelle show was when he did that black and white rendition of what if they were really niggas?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Would it have been cool? Would it have been acceptable? And I have to ask myself all the time, what would I do if my last name was nigga?
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Question.
A white person whose last name is White, and you say, "Oh, go ask Miss White."
Right.
Miss White. A black person whose last name is Black.
Go get Mr. Nigger.
Right.
Right.
I gotta go to another quick commercial break, everyone. Really good topic, really hot topic today. How can we end racism, or is it possible? It's a lot more to talk about after this quick commercial break. The Krystal Renee Radio Show. Call us up, 410-702-5657. We'll be back.
Check out this flashback from It Is What It Is radio show.
Paul was chilling, he was doing his thing. Y'all, you feel me? Love y'all family, you know what I'm saying? And like for him to be taken away from you, snatched away from you just like that. You feel me? It's like damn. Another good one gone. You know what I'm saying? Like why you taking the good? You know what I'm saying?
You always end up asking like why?
And like again. It's a lesson that it's a test of faith. You feel me? Gonna take you through these tests. You feel me? You're gonna go through these little phases in life, yo. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you just gotta recognize that one, it's the adversary trying to knock you off your pivot, and then it's God trying to teach you something. You feel me? Right. Anything that you go through, you gonna get through. It's called going through. You feel me? That's why it's called going through. You going through something. Right. You feel me? Because after you go through it, you get through it. You look back on it like, damn, I got that. You feel what I'm saying?
For this and more, be sure to tune into BeExposedRadio.com every Friday from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. to listen to more of It Is What It Is radio show.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step. You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be,
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, it's your girl Phoenix on the Krystal Renee radio show, and we are back. Got my girl Krystal Renee, got my man Twiz the Biz, got my man. Oh, we got a caller on the line.
Got a caller
already.
Yeah, that's excellent. Hello, caller.
Hey, this is Greg.
What's going on?
I was just trying. I was listening to y'all talking about, racism and everything like that, and I was commenting on the Facebook Live. I was basically saying how they program us through TV, radio, books, newspapers, media. Period. They teach us how to have this illusion of choice. It's always either light or dark, chocolate or vanilla, mayonnaise or mustard, and it goes deeper to that. It goes into white versus black, long hair versus short hair, fat, skinny. Everybody got their preferences, and they show us that every day. They teach our kids every day from the youth. We put them in front of the TV, we hand them our phone, and all of this stuff is showing them that every day, all day.
Okay, well, let me, I certainly appreciate you calling. We all do, but let me also express to you one of the best quotes ever made was that if you don't want a quote unquote nigga to know something, put it in a book. Let's be honest.
Put it in a book.
Let's be honest. How many of our black people in this day and age have a library card? Let's not even do reading. How many of them read aside from the internet? And let's also say how many of them have read the miseducation of the Negro? How many of them have read
the internet is easy. How many kids? I'm sorry to interrupt, but how many kids nowadays know what the Dewey Decimal System is?
They no longer don't even
who know how to use a card catalog. That's how you find
information. They don't use that anymore because they can pull everything from the internet. Everything is Google safe. Everything is Googleable.
But they can't pull everything from the internet, and it's the same. I mean, they getting all their information from the internet. It's the same as burning books. You control the information and where they get it from, and that's the preference that they have. It's easier to go on the internet while I'm sitting in my underwear in the chair, you know what I'm saying? I can go on the internet and look up something instead of getting up, getting my library card, catching the bus, walking, whatever, going to the local library, which it ain't a lot of them in Baltimore no more.
Right.
No, it's enough libraries out here.
It's enough.
It's more than enough libraries.
It's enough.
It's just enough, a line to go to.
But that's what I'm saying. It's easier for them to sit in front of the computer or whip out their phone, you know what I'm saying, than it is to get up and actually put the work in to learn something.
No, again, that goes back to what we're teaching them, because guess what? Saturday morning should be chores and a trip to the library. If you
I agree.
Like that. Saturday morning, now they
that's
on
what
spring
happens
break.
with me.
I saw people posting
That's what happens with me and my girls. We go to the library. I enjoy playing the chessboard down there.
Say it again.
I said me and my girls go down to the library. Me and my wife take the girls down to the library all the time on the weekends.
But so you know what you can do when you take them kids down there, find some other kids down that neighborhood that want to go to the library.
We take cousins. We take little cousins. We do all of that, man.
Take them all.
We do that.
All down there.
That you also present a whole new dynamic in what you just said. You said me and my wife. How many people don't have a husband? How many people don't have a wife? So
that's true.
A baby mother might not be doing that. A baby daddy might not be doing that. A single mother may not have time to do that. So there are things that we can do to kind of bring all of that about. We definitely need to make sure
stress education more at home, and that's what the problem is. A lot of parents don't.
I'm breaking up. I can't hear.
Okay, Greg, thank you so much.
I'm gonna go ahead and hang up. I can't hear.
All right, well, we thank you for calling.
Radio show. We appreciate it.
So let me say this, and I'm going to close this piece out. The thing about the internet is, if you know anything, they also say that the reason we don't retain information the way we used to is because it's so readily accessible. It's so readily accessible. It's no need for me to remember it if I can just look it up on my phone
always
again
in your
tomorrow.
hand.
Even when we using GPS, what we do, we just keep looking at the directions.
got
We don't
different
have to
apps.
remember it. Yeah. But I want to talk to y'all about some things because it was lit. Oh my God, the city was lit this weekend. So, you know, the Locks were in town and I totally missed it. I was thoroughly upset about that, but the Locks had a special guest. G-Unit came out with 50 Cent. Right here in Baltimore. And you know, that's what I'm saying, and you missed it.
No
Ja
one knew
Rule
that.
was in town, Cardi B was in town. That's the beauty of going to some of these shows. You never know who's going to pop up in support of each other. But look at what levels they have to get you know, they have beefs among themselves, and we always talking about hip-hop beefs. Tonight, we got Ghostface in town. I'm praying, listen, it would be beautiful to see him and Raekwon just like, come on out and do
Right,
this thing.
exactly.
But, you know, I got Twiz over here, you as a DJ, you as an author, and you're John Ross. Please forgive me. But, you know, you're clothing line, right?
I'm a writer also.
A writer also. See, I wasn't here for the first half, so I owe you an apology. You know, but you know, when we're talking about everybody in their respective genres, do you guys feel like you experience the same thing that they do in hip hop in terms of the beef, the rivalry?
Oh
and the
yeah.
lack of support?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
beef is everywhere. No, we don't like to acknowledge it, but there's always somebody that will not like what you're doing. And then there's always that person that will be that person and put it out in the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we got 30 seconds, so yes or no?
Oh yes, most definitely. Yeah.
You can elaborate on it in 10 seconds.
Oh, can I stop the beef?
Wow.
Always, but I don't pay it no mind.
Everyone, once again, I gotta go to another quick commercial break. The Krystal Renee Radio Show will be back after these quick messages here on BeExposedRadio.com. Thanks, Greg, for calling in. Appreciate it.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
Sensual Aromas, where you get 100% all-natural health care products. From herbal treatments for skin conditions and internal cleansing for the body, Sensual Aromas has what you're looking for. There are $25 natural cleansers, $15 natural body detoxes. There's also a special going on now. For $12, you can get 5 lip balms, and for $8, you can get 2 of our whipped scented shea butters. For coupons on our services, go to breakthetradition.com. For more products and information, go to sensualaromas.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley Matthews. With each individual sale, there will be a donation made to Fighting Cancer Naturally. Research without radiation. Let's break away from the old traditions.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Talk dirty to me.
every day.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait. Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback.
Our streets are not war zones, and our streets should not be treated as war zones. Now, we got a lot going on in our streets, and we can understand that. We do understand that, and we thank law enforcement and we thank communities for standing up against the things that are going on in their neighborhoods in the negative. But when you have a man broke down on the street, when you have someone in
Who was
there
asking for help.
right, asking for help, you got someone in your home, you have a caregiver that's actually complying with his hands out and he's laying down and he's still getting shot, then this is not law enforcement. No. This is brutality. This is not police brutality. This is brutality. I would not call these offenders of justice police, and we do want justice and we will get justice, and dare I say by any means necessary.
You can catch me Thursdays from 8 to 10 on the Denasha Harrison Show on BigExposedRadio.com.
What is hood respect? Family, life, work, love. We are all from the hood and we all want respect. That's why we wear Hood Respect. Available in men's, women's, and kids. For more information and ordering options, contact Instagram at Hood Respect, Facebook to Mel Martin Sr., and email at hoodrespect.tms71@gmail.com. The look you need is Hood Respect.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Well, it sounds like we're back, and I might be the only one paying attention.
Hey, everyone. No, they ain't not being back.
What's going on, everybody?
You still ain't back?
People
rant loud and wrong.
Burn. You're wrong again. See? Haha.
Am I back going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Is this thing? What thing? You cannot turn this down? What you want me to do?
Hello?
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Am I back on?
Yep.
Welcome to the Krystal Renee Radio Show. It's a messy show. I'm trying to tell y'all on BeExposedRadio.com. We're going to get back into our panel discussion. I
don't hear nothing.
I want to... Am I...
I hear.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, we're going to get back into my panel discussion, which is basically on racism. I'm going to read a little bit about what some of the viewers on... I have a telephone call.
Okay.
Hey, caller, you on with the Krystal Renee Radio Show? Hey.
7 points.
Hey.
Boban scored 27 points. Oh my God, that's a career high.
Is this the same person who calls on Marnie's show? Hang up on him. I ain't got time. 30 seconds. 30 minutes.
What happened? What
They got things to do.
Somebody calls up here, I guess, on everybody's show.
All I heard was 7 points. Oh my God. It's like, wait a minute.
But I'm going to go and I'm going to read some of the comments off the Facebook Live. Andrea Barnes says, to be a great leader, you have to know how to serve. To be a servant is in our bloodline. That's what makes us great. Once again, she's pertaining to the title of the topic of the show, which is Great Men Doing Great Things. Sammy Winder says, soldiers prove that all the time. The human mind is easy to trick. Basically, it's being tricked into...
Yeah, naturally, you can be, your mind is vulnerable. Spiritually is where it gets important, because naturally speaking, anybody can come to you and tell you something that may be wrong, but your natural mind, without any proof, will believe it.
Now Lane said, Noel, I'm sorry. Ooh.
That's what called.
Ebonics, baby. The word he says the word nigga means absolutely nothing. It's our culture's behavior that's the issue. Racism doesn't even deserve attention, but our broken family structure does. That's what he says.
That is true.
Anybody want to piggyback off that, or?
I mean, he says. So what means nothing? He said the word racism, it basically means nothing. It's the family structure that's broken, basically.
That too.
You just trade one issue for another because the issue still exists.
Right.
No.
Because
you can have a broken home don't have nothing to do with racism.
Right. You can have a great
That's
family.
two different issues.
Right. Well, I have a question. You have a lot of successful black men. It's a great men show. We have a lot of great men. Kanye West, Tiger Woods, black guys.
Sellouts.
Basically, he called them sellouts.
I
like
don't really agree with that Kanye West.
The question that
I'm just kind of mad at your first list.
Right, like the first two.
Damn, that was the only two.
I'm not finished yet.
Okay, go ahead.
You should have never started that.
All right, keep going.
I got you.
Keep going.
Wait a minute, I gotta bite my tongue real fast. But
You should have never started that list.
what I'm trying to say is, a lot of these black successful men, it's like a stigma or anything that says once a man makes it, a black man makes it to a certain level, he goes off and marries a white woman.
Oh, that's where you were going. Okay, that's what it sounded like.
We're gonna talk about that real fast. You guys don't let me finish talking, and then you comment on shit that I'm not even finished talking about.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So in y'all own opinion, what do y'all think? Like, is that true? Like, is it true that when a guy reaches a certain level in his life, he goes off and marries back?
No, it depends about the environment that they're in. Tiger Woods is in that environment where all he sees is white females and other European females. So that's all he gonna be attracted to. And then you got who else? Kanye West.
A couple weeks ago, and he married a woman who doesn't look black, and he got a lot of flack for that. Is she black?
Who?
The Tyree.
Tyrese, yeah, she's black. 46% black, as he put it.
So she's mixed.
Oh,
basically.
yeah, she's mixed.
Not, but my
See, this is the problem with when you get to a certain status. We at an age now where we feel like we have to explain ourselves when we grown. You don't have to explain yourself on your choices that you make.
But a
because
lot of
they
black
don't pay
women,
your bills.
A lot of black women, not all, but a lot of them feel some type of way about that.
Well, a lot of the black women who feel that type way never wanted them in the first place,
Not
and that's
true.
the problem.
Prime
jealousy,
example,
bitterness.
Kevin Hart and his wife. She rode through the whole thing. Once he hit that big shot, he left it for somebody who's not. Is she black? I don't even think she's black. And a lot of women feel,
Shout out to Denzel
Yeah, but I
Washington.
know a lot of white people that they go out and get their nails done by who?
Miss Kim.
Chong Lee.
Their accountant is what color?
Asian. Oh, accountant.
Sometimes.
You know a lot of black people with accountants?
A lot of
Let's
black
start
women
there.
Accountants and they not black.
Yeah.
So I mean, what difference does it make if it's a life choice? Whether it's love, whether it's financial choices, whether it's personal choice.
So you think that they go out here and find these white women to marry?
They don't go and find them
because they're in love.
This is the problem, and I'm gonna break it right down to you. The problem is that you know why these black guys are finding these white women, or they marry these white women because they're going out and seeking them. The problem is that these black women are not going out and seeking what they want. They're sitting back and they're
accepting
waiting
what is there
for something to come, or I'm gonna get the next person mad if they break up.
Yep. Ooh.
I'm just telling you, this is the game that goes
This
on.
is
in
the
street
revolving
and in the hood,
door.
And I'm trying to tell you, they don't go out and seek anything.
Well,
They
you
just
say
sit
this is
around
the
and
game
wait.
that
And
goes.
that's not all black women.
No.
Just like we're saying, it's not all black men. We're speaking on the technicalities of what you're saying.
Well, also remember, you say this is the game that goes on in the hood, but also remember, when you reach a certain status, your circle changes.
Absolutely.
So that's what's in your circle. So when it's all said and done, if you think about it, it's just like, and somebody just said this to me the other day, it said if you are the smartest person in your circle, then you need some new friends.
Need some new friends.
And the same goes for your financial status. The same goes for your wealth. If you are the richest person in your circle, then you need some new friends. Your wealth does define you to a degree, and it puts you in a position to be able to choose differently,
Right.
to be able to look differently.
Yeah, can I
Your
say something?
pool
go ahead, Mom.
changes. Your candidate pool changes.
Do y'all think that a man chooses his wife, regardless of how much money y'all make?
Well, the Bible. And just
Do y'all
to go
believe
there-
it? I'm just
ju-
saying.
just
I'm
to
not.
go there.
What'd you say, man?
Like I heard you say, basically, women or they go seeking what they're looking for,
which is wrong
true to a certain extent. I don't believe that. I believe that a man chooses his wife.
A man does choose his wife.
I'm not even a Christian, but I believe a man chooses his wife, whether she's broke.
Okay.
Or she's rich.
No, this is what I mean by seeking, meaning going into the pool of the man that you want. I'm not talking about seeking as far as I want him.
Right.
We're talking about as far as getting into a certain level that if you want a Kanye West, or if you want this person, or if you want this person,
then you put yourself in a position to go out there and be a groupie and seek after
a guy like that.
Right.
But he ain't gonna go down on the Alameda.
Ain't gonna go down Greenmount.
You gotta go up until you got to climb the corporate ladder. It's levels to it.
It's levels.
And there's nothing wrong with being in the upper echelon and being able to say, hey, I found my wife because, I was out having caviar and she was out having caviar.
You'd be surprised.
Now, despite the fact that she was out spending some white man's money when we were eating this caviar in the same restaurant
right
at
now,
two different tables.
Was that you feel like a man should seek a wife? Is that what
no, he said a man chooses
regardless
his wife.
of how much money they got, no matter how good this other woman look, a man knows in his heart who his wife will be.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
It also kind of seems like some men would
they play the field.
They do, and and I feel as though like some men can be in love with the not so attractive or the not so rich women, but he'll choose somebody else because it makes him look good.
Well, 90% of the marriages are from people that was never their first choice.
Right. But nobody. So if you look at relationships, sometimes we all look at relationships, and there's that maybe 100 relationships that we've looked at and said, how the fuck did that happen? How did they get together?
Right,
you know what I mean? And it's either because somebody settled, or because somebody was willing to compromise and say, it's not about looks, it's not about money, it's not about status. Whatever the case may be, a relationship that I ain't gotta be in, guess what? I don't give a if they marry white. I don't give a damn if she marries black. Right. What I care about is that he treats her like she deserves to be treated.
My whole outlook,
and she responds for in the beginning.
Yeah, my whole outlook on marriage is a spiritual one. I mean, you can be with somebody for years at a time. As soon as you get married, it could change because in a spiritual way, y'all are not connected.
That's called being unequally yoked.
You know what I'm saying? So black, white, orange, green, yellow, if you're not connected to that person, it's not going to work for as long as you may think. You may think you love this person because of what you see naturally and what you feel emotionally, but that spiritual part is that third part that you need for everything to come together.
Well, I'm married and nobody even knows it. I'm married. I keep my husband in the basement like the people under the stairs.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
In that second place.
No, don't do that.
Cindy Danielle.
He must be good at home improvement.
Cindy Danielle on our comment on our Facebook Live says, women should choose a man because she will inherit his reputation and identity. Men need not choose a wife Men need not choose a wife so much as choose to become a husband. Women always want to partnership. Men need to mature.
That's a paragraph.
Into that. And it's usually because he realizes the benefit is greater for him to be married than not.
You see my face? Can she see my face?
Sammy says, I concur. He said, treat her like the greatest thing ever to happen in your life.
Let the young guy go first. Y'all can finish it off.
Go ahead.
All right, so it says that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing.
Bless God.
So it's not.
Somebody pass around the collection plate.
It doesn't say when the wife finds a husband, she finds a good thing. No, you're supposed to be that good thing that we go find. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But how many times have a girl been your good thing and you go and look at big booty Judy down the street?
It doesn't matter, but at the same time, that man has to be ready.
Let me tell you something.
That man has to be ready.
First of all, let me say this. Unfortunately, every woman may not be ready, just like every man may not be ready and may not be capable of being a wife or a husband.
Somebody said
now
that
we
they-
use animals to describe people,
Yeah.
Right.
and they often say that men are the lions and they go out and hunt. The same holds true of the scripture that says a man who finds himself a wife find a good thing. He has to have a heart that seeks a woman who will be his rib.
And
Period.
women have to realize that we are explorers. We were here first. So God put us here first to explore what was around us. So we are explorers at heart. Okay, you may say, oh, it's so hard to find a good man because we're exploring. We're exploring. We're trying to find that good woman. You may not have been that good woman that we needed at that time. So we're exploring, trying to find that good woman. It's not gonna always be in the city that you in.
Andrea Bond said, truth. Every woman wants or desires to be builders, not breakers. Some are just broken. I believe, and I understand everything you guys are saying. What I'm trying to say is, you do have good people who come in your life, but I think a lot of you guys take them for granted. And tell me if I'm right or wrong. How many good women have you guys met in your life?
You're
that
right.
You was
But
like,
that
"Damn,
doesn't-
I let a good one go." You get what I'm saying?
Wait
You
a
guys
minute.
don't appreciate
But
good things.
that goes back to what he said. When we're talking in terms of marriage, a marriage, no matter how good she is, that doesn't mean that she is designed to be my equal. She is not equally
Well,
yoked.
then you
She
should
is
know
a
that
great
before
person.
You say I do.
No,
you should know that before you say I
But
do.
you sitting here saying that they let a good one go. I let her go because I can't say I do to somebody who is not equally yoked with me. So it's okay for her to be good. She's just not good for me. She's great, but she's great for the man for whom she's equally yoked.
I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say.
I don't think you understand what you're saying.
I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say, can you please try to explain, Miles, what exactly are you going to... My thing is this. You can find a good girl, and you may think, okay, this is going to be my wife. But you guys being men, y'all got them other eyes that go other places.
Females got them eyes too.
Right, yeah, that's true also. But, okay, well, I guess it works both ways. But my thing is, you want your wife... You choose her, and I get that. But when you got that wife that you wanted, you don't appreciate that wife. A lot of people who get married is divorced now.
Well. You
right.
also have to understand that sometimes people get in marriage and they get comfortable, and they no longer do the things that you're attracted to them in the first place.
In her words,
that's the main
you guys
thing.
wasn't never equally. Because
That's what
my
I'm
thing
saying.
is, there's no time limit on somebody that you love. It can never get boring with the person
Well,
that you love.
we're talking about on the wife end as well.
No.
So are we speaking on both ends or just one end?
First of all,
Miles has something
equally
to say.
yoked means that we are by design spiritually. It is unequivocally meant for us to be together.
Exactly.
That is why a marriage is a union that takes place before God.
But he
if
just
you
said
enter
that after
into
a while, it gets boring in a marriage.
No, wait
right?
a minute. First of all, wait a minute.
did
But
you
see,
say?
that's in the natural. That's in the natural.
And that's what
If
men
your
decides to do.
marriage,
Bad preach, Miss Phoenix.
if your marriage is grounded in the spiritual, as it should be, then when boredom comes, guess what? Along comes God to say, this is me shaking things up.
Right.
And I will make it so that you are not bored.
Right. There you go. Exactly.
So when we talk about people
Really,
getting
Twiz?
bored in their
I was
marriages,
getting to that
they
point.
bored because they married in the natural. They did absolutely nothing other than take a vow before God.
Miles, what do you have to say?
I'm loving this. Go ahead. Keep on. Preach
You
on.
said you had to say
Preach
something.
on.
I'm trying to give everybody.
I understand
I
all the right
Miss
notes.
Phoenix,
here. Look, I'm letting it go.
But to pick off what she was saying, what I was about to say is that when they get into relationships, they get comfortable and they get bored. They don't find compensation or something to bring it back to therefore there's some type of mutual interest. You know, it's like, you know, if you showed up 2 years in a row in a bed with lingerie, and then the next 2 years you showing up with a t-shirt and some boxers, and we trying to figure out what's going on. Naturally, in a person who has common sense or intellect would be like, okay, maybe this person's just not that into me anymore. That's just a natural instinct of anybody. So instead of them, you know, saying, and this is where social media starts to mess people's relationships up, because then they go and they make little mini posts and stuff on Facebook, and they no longer want to talk about it in the thing because they didn't got everything out on social media.
Right.
Now the dialogue is lost in the relationship.
I think real men know when a woman is not going to be there for the long term. You know that within the first 2 months of y'all going together, you know she's gonna be there for longer than 6 months. A real man would say that. Right. A fake nigga would be like, well, I'm gonna just lead her on.
Right.
I'm gonna keep her around because she may have good sex, or she may feed you all the time, or whatever. But a real man would be like, I don't need none of that. Are you going to satisfy me intellectually? Are you going to satisfy me spiritually? And if you can't do those two, then we're not gonna go past.
And notice
6
he said
months.
real man.
Right.
I was getting ready to say, because if a real man dumb as a doorknob, he damn sure ain't asking me to satisfy him intellectually. We got to take a break. I don't know what Krystal doing, but this is the break.
Take us a break, Phoenix.
We just did. We be back.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom.
I wanted to talk to you about something, and oh wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow, busy me. So anyway.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a sec, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
Be Exposed Radio.
Definitely not taking responsibility for other people's emotions and things that's going on, and owning up to who you are. I know that's what you were finishing on, so you can speak more on that, sister.
Yeah, just making sure, because at the end of the day, what happens to us, especially women, we're nurturers. So by life, we tend to want to, I call men projects, like fix-me-uppers, people that come with issues. And for some reason, people, we all have issues, but people who want you to help them through their issues, So we take on projects because we get to the point to where we're like, okay, I just want to have somebody, as opposed to the quality of the person that you're getting. And then we start to own all of their issues, and we start to feel bad because things are not progressing the way that we want it to, and that's not fair to us. So we can't own somebody else's stuff. If somebody's not ready when you meet them, that's not your fault. That's theirs. It's their loss. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger, the host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Make sure you catch me and my crew every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Do you want to promote your business? Do you want to get yourself noticed? Well then, why not sponsor us? There are lots of different options to choose from commercial spots and on-air shoutouts to interviews and even putting your logo on our website. Don't miss these great opportunities to get noticed. Check out our sponsorship packages on our Facebook page or on our website, BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the Krystal Renee Radio Show. We have reached the last segment of the show. I want to thank again my guests, BM Cousins, aka Slim, DJ Twiz. Thanks for coming in, Miles, the writer, the radio personality. I want to thank you guys real fast. BM Cousins, Slim.
Yeah.
Where can we will see you? Where can he reach you? And what's your next project?
Okay, so I'm gonna start backwards. New project, actually, it's in construction now. My next book. Loveless the Poet, Hidden Love, is actually the ending to the first book, and it's looking real good. You can get me on social media, BM Cousins at Facebook, M3rd_King. I'm sorry, just change it. _dark_temptation on Instagram, black_Picasso34 on Snapchat, or if you see me in the street, say what's up.
What's up, my nigga? Dark temptation.
DJ Twiz, where can everyone find you?
All right, what's going on? You can find me on DJ Twiz the Biz on IG, and on Twitter. You can find me DJ Twiz on Facebook. You can find me DJ Twiz also on Snapchat as well.
Okay, cool. Miles?
You can find me on Instagram at FlyTMiles. That's FLYT MILES. Facebook, my name is Tyree Miles. I also have a fan page, Mr. Miles the Writer. We have also the Republic of Great Men page and King Porter page. Those are both of the clothing lines that me and my brother own. Look out for King Porter, The Chronicles, Part 1. I'm working on a book. Whenever I sit down, I'm going to finish it. I've been saying it for a minute, but I'm working on it. And also tune into my show, It Is What It Is Radio, along with Meek and Nicole, on Fridays, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Be Exposed Radio channel.
Yes. And real fast, just jump right back into our panel, even though I don't have that much time left. I want to read what Sydney Danielle put. She said, while I'm not so into the biblical ideas of marriage, I do believe that a person needs to be spiritually peaceful and have inner stillness to discover their soulmate. It requires a true comfort of knowing oneself. So basically, she's saying you got to know yourself in order to find your
love and yourself. You know what? Even in the absence of her spiritual affiliation with it, what I will say is to know God is to know peace. And when you know that peace, then and only then will you find somebody who can speak to your storm the way that God does. And that's what it's supposed to do. Absolutely. That's what a marriage is supposed to do. You ain't that's where you can find me, though. You can find me in the club. Okay. I'm actually, you can find me on social media. You can find me on Be Exposed Radio, Crooked Streets Radio. You can find me on Hip Hop Chronicles. You can find me on stage. No sidebar tonight. I still have not been down to St. Mary's for What's So Funny yet since they opened back up. I'm a terrible person. But you can find me doing comedy, social media, Comedian Phoenix, PHOENYX, Instagram, Phoenix of Baltimore, spelled with a Y. You can find me on Twitter. I don't know why I don't tweet, but you can find me on Twitter. I'll get the notification. I just won't be on there. But I also have a Snapchat. And I only put my, it's cool. I only put my on my Snapchat. It's like I'm messing with y'all. I don't put my thing on my Snapchat.
Okay. Well, everybody, that was the Krystal Renee Radio Show. Great men doing great things. I want to once again thank my guest, Mr. Tyree Miles.
Thanks for having me.
DJ Twiz, BM Cousins.
Great experience.
My wonderful, funny, we go head to head all the time co-host.
I'm a buster in her head. I'm busting right now.
Check us out again next Monday at 5 p.m. everyone. This was the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. I love you for listening. Tune in next week. Have a good one.
When I bust it wide open.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
The topic for today, movies and whether or not they have real life